Rob Liefeld's Last Blood. Here we go. So we're going to talk about this comic using my space system. So story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best that you can get in any category. If I give this a 10 out of 10, I'm not saying this is equal to Watchmen or equal to The Dark Knight Returns or Giant Size X-Men #1 or something like that. The way the system works is that you're reviewing a comic based on your expectations. So when you buy a Rob Liefeld comic, you're thinking there's going to be big action, there's going to be splash pages, there's going to be double splash pages, there's going to be weapons, there's going to be blood, there's going to be big guns, everybody's going to be jacked, everyone's ripped, excitement, that kind of a thing. So how well does it deliver on your expectations? So if a comic gets a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10, 7, that's like, yeah, pretty good. You kind of a pass. 8, 9, and 10 are like the really good ones. So if I think the story is awful, I'll give it a 0. If I think the story is good, I give it a 1. If I think the story is amazing, I give it a 2. But we're always keeping in mind that we're comparing it to other comics from the same creator. So again, I just bought the Power Rangers comic, so I'm not comparing this to Power Rangers. I'm not comparing this to Detective Comics 1056 or whatever, right? Or I think they're on 1060 something now. So that's not how this works. This is Rob Liefeld. I'm comparing this to Rob Liefeld's other work that he's done, especially recent work, because this is recent. I got this from Whatnot. You can't get this in stores, at least not right now. I'm in Canada. It shipped fine. I had no problems. I know some people were a bit nervous about Whatnot and does it ship. It does ship. So if you're a Canucker, get it. I mean, you can get it. So this is first printing. I think this is a different cover. So their first cover was all black, and I actually like this cover better. I don't know. I thought this is obviously Battlestone. I'm assuming on the cover. And Battlestone is just friggin' awesome. He's just like so cool. So I'm not going to spoil this too much. This is weird because it's not available to the public very easily. You have to go to Whatnot and get it. So I don't want to spoil the whole thing because I do want people to read it, and not really know exactly what's going to happen. So I'll try to keep the spoilers to a minimum. I am going to show some of the art because you have to. I have an art category in my review, so I have to show it to you. And realistically, you're buying a Rob Liefeld comic for the art, the panel arrangements, the splashes, right, the gore. So I have to show some. So if you really want this to be blind, you can just take my word for it that it's a great comic by Rob, maybe some of his best work of all time. So if you just trust me enough for that, if you're a Rob Liefeld fan, this is a must-have. I think this is concluding the Extreme Universe like for good. I'm not sure of that, but it feels like, oh, this is literally Last Blood. That's it. This is the Extreme, because we got a lot of characters that are coming up in this. So anyway, that's enough of that. So spoilers ahead, blah, blah, blah. All right. Well, I'm giving the storyline a 2 out of 2, of course, because it is the Extreme characters. I do love the Extreme universe. We start off with this character whose name is Bo. Now, please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I believe so. So I know Rob does not have the Youngblood characters anymore. So this looks like a Shaft replacement character whose name is Bo. Let me know if I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong. Maybe this character's from something else. I'm not an expert, right? I started with X-Force #1, got all the image titles, all that stuff. I collected as much of stuff as I could. Eventually, kind of life happened, and I stopped collecting comics for a little bit of a time, and then I recently got back. I still have my old image comics, though, and X-Force 1 off the friggin' rack. But, I missed out on a lot. So I think this is a Shaft replacement. So Bo is doing a mission here. And it seems that there was a civil war, which, man, that might be a little bit too realistic. And everybody's divided. So Bo is on this mission. We're not sure what's going on. He's fighting all these guys, and this is a great page. So he's fighting these guys. He's rescuing some people. He's rescuing one of my favorite characters ever, which I'm going to show you in a second here. I'll just show you who he's rescuing because is this really a spoiler to know that he's rescuing our buddy Battlestone? But a few other characters, which I'm actually not going to spoil. There's a couple of other characters you're like, oh, these I didn't think these guys were going to appear, so that's kind of neat. Yeah, so that's the story. This is part one of, I think, 5 parts. So again, it's not like a massive amount of stories or anything like a massive amount of story happening here. This is just the introduction. But I'm super intrigued as to what's going on. I love the way Rob has action going while the story is being told. I hate talking heads, especially for pages and pages and pages where, like, there was an X-Men comic where they sat at a round table and talked for the entire comic about politics. I'm like, I can't believe this is X-Men. What the hell's going on? This was exciting. Pacing, 2 out of 2. This is very fast-paced. When there's action that's continuously happening while story is being told, you feel like there's excitement going on. You know what I mean? This is the thing. And look, I'm not an idiot, okay? I know that there's people that don't like Rob's work. I mean, I'm not living in some bubble or whatever, right? And I defended it, and I've defended it on the basis of you're reading a comic book for excitement value as well. If you want to read deconstructing superheroes and intricate plots, you can go and get Watchmen. It's like, if you want 12 Angry Men or The Usual Suspects, then you're going to watch The Usual Suspects. If you want The Crow, then you're going to watch The Crow. Like, nobody's going to say, is The Crow better than Usual Suspect? Well, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. Both movies are amazing for what they're doing. So, yeah, pacing is awesome. It is bloody awesome. Art, do I even need to grade this? Do I have to tell you that it's a 2 out of 2 for art? Rob's really killing it these last, and I just heard the announcement the other day that he's not doing Deadpool anymore. I guess I'm not reading Deadpool anymore. Sorry, Marvel. If Rob is not doing Deadpool, I'm not reading it. I could not get into any of the latest Deadpool comics. I don't know if I want to show you that page because it shows some extra guys. Let me see what else I can show. I'm trying to see what I can show you that's not too... It's getting a bit spoilery. I'll show you this really quick. This is kind of, whoa. You can pause the video and see somebody there. So art, 2 out of 2. I absolutely love the art. I think Rob's outdone himself on this one. It's really good. I know that I've listened to all of his podcasts from the beginning. Never missed one the day of. I know he was really proud of the Deadpool Bad Blood and Batter Blood. They are awesome for sure. Like, I think issue 3 or 4. I think 3 was like, I think I bought a couple of copies of 3. Just like, I almost wanted to like pull the pins out and like, you know, make a poster out of it. Some of these could be posters. Battlestone's just one. I'm like, oh, I'll get to characters in a moment. So yeah, art, 2 out of 2, of course. Before we continue, I do have to mention my channel sponsor, beardedshirts.com. They do Legion of Superheroes shirts and other DC and Marvels. Check this guy out. Oh my God. So this is a famous cover of the Legion of Superheroes. It's print all over, so it's print on both sides. You can get polyester or a cotton version. And they've got tons of stuff, so I buy from them all the time. If you're not into the print all over, I am wearing their other kinds of shirts. So they've got, like, see, this is Pharaoh Lad. So if you just want one Legionnaire in black, cotton, that's it. This is polyester. You can get a polyester version and a cotton version of those print all over shirts. They're amazing. If you become a Legionnaire, if you join the channel, you're entered into a draw to win something from beardedshirts.com. We do a draw every month for the Legionnaires. So thank you to all of them. Characters, look, I've got to give this a 2 out of 2 for characters, because firstly, Battlestone, okay. Look, I like Youngblood. They're awesome. I love Youngblood. First Image comic, bought it off the rack, all that good stuff, but continued. I think I have all of it. But you know, Brigade, there's just something about Brigade. I don't know what it was, but I've got beater copies. Like, I've got Brigade like right there at my feet. Anytime I feel like pulling out Brigade, I pull that out. Bloodstrike was also awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have very many issues of Bloodstrike. I only have the first few. I'm not sure why I didn't continue Bloodstrike. There's something, I don't remember why. Brigade was kind of like my go-to. So, you know, Battlestone is just a great character. I don't know, I just love him. And the brothers, both brothers are amazing. So, of course, the characters are going to get a 2 out of 2. These are the Extreme Universe characters. I definitely think that if you're a fan, you have to get this. Enjoyment factor, of course, 2 out of 2. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Was there any doubt? My friends who know me, like, it's just going to be a 10. I'm like, look, I've got to be honest with myself too. And I am biased. I am a big time Rob fan, but for all my videos, you can go back through and watch them all. I always go by expectation level, right? Look, this is Rob Liefeld Last Blood. It exceeded my expectations. It's just exactly what I want and then some. Extra stuff I didn't even think I was going to get, right? It's like, I didn't think I was going to get some of these, like there's these characters like, oh, I didn't think that guy was coming back, okay, right? Like stuff like that. So I didn't spoil it too badly. Let me know in the comments if you've picked this up. If you have any questions about how Whatnot works, ask me. I will definitely answer them. I'm also on the Facebook group, so you can ask me there too. I love this comic. I think it was awesome. I'm definitely going to complete it all for sure. And if you're a fan of the Extreme Universe, then yes, it's a 10 out of 10 if you're a fan. If you're not a fan of the Extreme Universe and you think it's trash, well, then you're probably not going to get this comic anyways, right? So let's be real. Okay, 10 out of 10. I love it. If you like my space review system, please like the video and share it. I don't know how many people are reviewing Last Blood because, again, it's not really out there like to get easily. You do have to go to Whatnot. Once you go on to Whatnot, it's very easy from there. Just basically download the app, create an account, you're good. You just click buy now because you set everything up in advance. You just hit buy now and that's it, shipped. It's like it's, so I don't remember how long the shipping took. This was whatever the first live stream was, I was like the 14th person to buy this or whatever. I could see by the numbers going down. So did take a little extra time to get here. No duty, nothing like that. It was shipped perfectly. It was flat. It was the best ship box friggin' I ever got from anything. The page quality on this is, they're very, oh, I can't show you that page. They're very shiny. So you know how like, you know how each of these pages is almost like a cover. It's not cardstock exactly, but it's really thick. This is a cardstock and it's a little bit of a heavier cardstock. And then this is like really high quality paper. So it's very high quality paper. Please note that it will, you will, you know, like it's so new that it's kind of got this effect. So just make sure that you're putting it nicely in a, I'm going to put it in a top loader, but you can put it in a, just bag and board it normally and then just tape it down, then you'll be okay. Because the pages are so thick. It's like, it's actually thicker than it seems, right? Like you think there's more pages than there are because it's so high quality. But yeah, that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching the video. Until next time.